for sports.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Missouri men's basketball team found itself in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2013. The 8th-seeded Tigers took on the 9th-seeded Florida State Seminoles last night in Nashville for a chance to advance to the round of 32 and battle the Xavier Musketeers. Missouri head coach Cuonzo Martin has his team in the tournament in his first year at the helm. In the first half, Mizzou down by 8, and Jordan Geist catches Robertson, who pulls up from way downtown and hits nothing but net from 3. Later, Robertson drives inside, but his layup is blocked. Terrence Mann gets the rebound, and it's a 2-on-1 breakaway. Passes to Trent Forrest, takes 2 steps and finishes with the one-handed lay-in off the glass. All Seminoles in the first half. Florida State up 42-20 at halftime. Tigers come out clawing in the second half off the Michael Porter Jr. steal. Robertson brings it up the floor, and he does what he does best. He knocks down the 3-ball, part of a 10-1 scoring run to open the half for Missouri. Here, Geist gets in the paint, then tosses the ball to Robertson, and he lets it fly from the top of the key. Nothing but net to put the 3 on the board and cut the Seminoles' lead to single digits. Robertson led the Tigers with 19 points, but in the end, it was all Florida State. P.J. Savoy knocks down the shot. Savoy led the Seminoles with 12 points. Florida State would cruise to a 67-54 victory and will play the #1 seed Xavier on Sunday. Definitely not the result the men's team was looking for. Missouri fell flat against Florida State last night and saw its season come to an end. KOMU 8's Matt Weller is live in Nashville with reaction. Matt?
For the first 2 minutes last night for the Missouri Tigers, everything was going well, and then the next 38 minutes happened. The Tigers struggled to create consistent offense for much of the first half. They made only 5 baskets in the opening 20 minutes. In fact, maybe the most telling part of what went wrong for Missouri, the Porter brothers combined for three points in the opening 20 minutes. That's the same amount as walk-on guard Brett Rao. Tigers without Barnett were forced to move players around in the starting lineup, namely Kevin Puryear, who had to play a lot of small forward last night, defending smaller, quicker players that he's really not used to playing against. Puryear said, though, it was a night that the Tigers just couldn't get on track.
I think we just struggled to move. I think we were a little stagnant. Of course, our open looks, I think we had some good looks at the rim. Didn't go in. It's just one of those games for us, but.
Caught up with Michael Porter Jr. after the game. He said after such a disappointing loss, it's still too early to make a call on whether or not he's going to enter the NBA draft, but that he'll make that decision in the next few weeks after talking with people close to him. He did say, though, that coming back to Missouri for his sophomore season is definitely not out of the question. Cuonzo Martin says that he will advise Porter to do whatever is best for him and his family, but if he is going to be a top selection in the draft, then that would be really hard to pass up on. Reporting live in downtown Nashville, Matt Weller, KOMU 8 Sports.
Thanks, Matt. The Missouri women's basketball team is in Palo Alto, California for the women's NCAA tournament, and the Tigers will take on Florida Gulf Coast at 2:30 p.m. today. Missouri hasn't played since March 2nd in the second round of the SEC tournament, which resulted in a 55-41 loss at the hands of the Georgia Bulldogs. Stepping away from the hardwood, the Missouri softball team is back in action, or was back in action last night. Tigers played host to number 20, Mississippi State. Tigers trying to put an end to their 5-game losing streak, a tough task against Mississippi State. The Tigers threatened early on, bases loaded, a grounder from Hattie Moore, but the throw beats Riley Pierce at home for the force. Same inning, Reagan Nash grounds one right back to the pitcher Holly Ward, and the Tigers strand the bases loaded. Talk about missed opportunities. Next inning, Morgan Bell hits one sharply, but right at Amanda Sanchez, and this one is still scoreless. But in the top of the third, though, the Bulldogs break through. A grounder to second, but some trouble on the exchange. Hit shortstop Braxton Burnside in the face. Trainer's out to check on Burnside, but she'd be okay. That's all the Bulldogs would need. Mississippi State goes on to win 4-0, making it 6 straight losses for Mizzou. The Missouri baseball team also took the L last night, losing 4-2 to the LSU Tigers on the road. That snaps a 9-game winning streak, but they will have the chance to even that series tonight at 6 p.m. in Baton Rouge. And that's it for sports.